EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Up next, a good one in the NFC West and a wild card rematch from a year ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Back to throw, Purdy. That's for the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Niners at 10-2 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
This is 2nd and 8.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy. And he caught it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Gino now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
A quick throw out to Lockett. Down the left sideline. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. In this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he gets this up past the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Ready. Snowball.
Throwing now is Geno. It's caught. Lockett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
53. No ball.
They snap it to Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing here, Purdy. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st down, Seattle.
Play action. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Up the middle, here's Walker. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now Smith going to change the play. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenyon Drake. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Breaks through the contact. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now Gino on 1st down. It's complete to Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Now Gino. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Straight ahead, Walker. Oh, what a move. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's fielded at the 34. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 28-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this 35-0 now.
49ers-0. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Purdy now to throw.
Staying on his feet. Flushed out right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Smith on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Running right, here's Walker.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run again with Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
42, 49ers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now Purdy.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Ken Walker
from 17 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll take this up close to midfield.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chris Wormley, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
49ers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy off the play fake. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, it's Purdy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. A short throw here to Latu. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
That's complete. It's Bell. Touchdown 49ers. Ronnie Bell, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, 49ers 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 8. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back to Walker on first down. He's got it to the 43 here. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Slow ball.
Throwing now is Gino. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Myers' kick is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Purdy, big fourth down play.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Line.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Stay toned.
Second down, here's Charbonnet. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Smith on 3rd down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant